All right, guys, we got the next one. I don't know the standings, but this is the next round of our mock draft rival series. Med's frozen, not. I know his face well enough to know he's full of it.
It's the
Sadly.
brown eyes.
You didn't blink the whole time. It was pretty good. But this
Yeah.
is the next one, our mock draft rival series, the seventh one. We've some other stuff too, but today we're going to be doing Cowboys Eagles. But before we get going, Med, how you doing, dude?
Tired.
Yeah, me too.
I
Yeah.
was going to say some exciting stuff coming in around in my personal life as far as switching jobs and everything like that. I'm working currently on NFL Mock Draft 2.0, where I'm figuring in, there's even a couple trades that are in the works of that one, as well as, just basically figuring into free agency and everything like that. So that will be coming out later this week.
Cool. And I'll have a Packers Bears mock for you guys. I'm going to do a Packers solo one, and I'll do some other team solo ones. So there'll be a video out every day this week. This weekend I've recorded. This will be I've recorded like 4 videos today or 5. So I rearranged a room today, so that took like 2 hours.
Look at you being
productive. Look at that though. The muscles are helping. See
Whoa!
that?
Look, see that? Look at the pellet gun. Look at that daisy. Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting there.
Also, folks, if you could just vote on who you think won in the comments, that really helps us out and gives us some bragging rights for the next couple months. So at least we know that, like the Bears, we won in the off season, at least.
Or, loves Kingdom in Chicago. That's what I'm gonna start calling it.
Yeah,
Loves Kingdom.
loves Liege.
Loves
with his new number one receiver, McCall Hardman, taking you to the top of the division.
Speaking of that, did you like the because that was straight garbage. Did you like how our GM was the only one at Ted McMillan's pro day? He was the only GM to show up.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually kind of shocking.
Actually. That is actually. Tells me they're really intrigued by this guy. I'm going to be curious if they have to move up for him, if they're willing to do it. It's going to be because he'd be
he'll be a steal. I don't think he'll drop down that far, but I mean,
no, me neither.
Especially after 15. The fact that he posted a 4.48 40. So I mean, he already has good hands. He's got a wicked awesome catch radius. I mean, he's for a second there, it looked like Burden the third was going to pass him as the best receiver in this draft class, but now I think that's neck and neck. So,
and Golden's the other one I'm hearing, and then it seems like it's those
three mainly.
It's those three, and then Igbuka is the other one.
Well, Igbuka would probably be in a little bit more conversation if it wasn't for his injury history. So
exactly, and I still question if this class is as good as last year's, but I think there's going to be one guy who busts out, if not two. You ready to get going?
Let's do this.
All right. So we're doing Cowboys Eagles. I'm going to take the Cowboys. Med's going to go. I'm going to do fast speed, and Med is going to take the Eagles. Let's get going. I'm up at 12. I will do trades if they're good, but I'm not going to take 2026s. So if they have it in for me, I'm just going to reject. I could move 8 back and pick up 51, and that's actually a really, really good move. But with Ash and Genty on the board, I'm declining both. Just so you know who got picked, because I know you like to see this like I do.
Yeah, I do.
Abdul Carter went 1. Membu has flown up boards. He went to the Giants at 3. Cam Ward went 2. Tet went all the way at 5th. That's the highest I've seen him
going. That's a very good combo right there with him and
BTJ.
Yeah, BTJ. Yeah.
Will Campbell went 4th. I've seen him go there a lot. Travis Hunter went 6th. This is interesting.
Shador Sanders is still on there.
Shador Sanders is on the board. And can you imagine if he was on the board for Dallas at 12? But I got to go with Ashton Genty. This kid is one of my favorite prospects in this entire draft. The contact balance that he's got for his height at only 5'8" and like what a half, 3/4. Mm-hmm. That's ridiculous. He reminds me of, I like the Maurice Jones-Drew comp. I think he's going to be a stud. I really do. All right. You've got one offer. I'm guessing no on this one because it's a 2026, right?
Yeah, hit next.
Ooh.
And that's nice, but go ahead and hide that.
Okay.
And believe it or not, That's who I was actually looking at right there is Emeka Ibuka. I mean, I get that third receiver. Yes, he does have an injury history, but with what's going on with AJ Brown when he was hurt for a couple games, we do have Saquon Barkley. Let's just go ahead and get one more weapon. Let's the rich get richer. Give me Emeka Ibuka.
So now I'm up at pick 44 after getting Ashton Genty. This is an awesome draft already. I could move 7 back and pick up 122, and that's
Denver loves
interesting.
you.
That's interesting, but I'm going to. Denver really does love me. I probably should do that trade, but I'm going to reject because I already saw Trey Harris, but I'm going to take a look at something really quick.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see receiver. Trey Harris is here, who I like. I'm going to look at edge. Landon Jackson's here, who I also like, but I am going to go ahead and take Trey Harris, receiver from Ole Miss, with that 9.19 RAS. He does look like a second round receiver to me, but he looks like one that actually could produce in the NFL.
Right.
You have any thoughts on Trey Harris?
I do like Trey Harris. For one, he's giving you decent size. He would be a definite complement to CeeDee Lamb on the other side, more of a possession receiver. He does have some deep speed, but he's not extremely explosive like CeeDee Lamb is. And also with Jake Ferguson still kind of developing and everything like that, I do like this move for you.
You just got to get somebody else that threatens the defense other than CD, especially because he was injured last year. So,
yeah.
Yep, I'm going to go Trey Harris. Got to give Dak some more weapons. Let's see what happens with you here. Oh, what's going on?
I was like, why did it pause?
Did I? I did that. Oops. I accidentally clicked as I went by. Yeah. So you can move 10 back and pick up 146.
No, I'm going to reject that for the sake of the fact. Ooh, maybe I could do what you do. Let me look.
My dad earlier in the Bear draft, I got to send it to you. He got O'Marion Hampton the second, took Travion Henderson, and then he got RJ Harvey in the 5th. He went nice. 3 running backs. After getting a ton of linemen. Defense, Deion Walker is the best, and then
that's who I want. JT Atualalu. If I butchered your name, I apologize. Just really explosive on the outside. Yes, Jack Sawyer, who y'all know I would pick in a heartbeat if he was down here. He ain't. So I want another edge rusher to help out Micah Parsons on the other side of the ball. I think this is a great pickup. JT, come on over to Dallas or Philly, baby.
And they locked up the defensive tackle. This is actually what I took for the Packers in a mock draft earlier today. Princely. Yeah, it was a solid pick. All right. I can move 11 back to the Packers.
Oh, Denver didn't send you a pick this time or a trade offer?
No, that's actually not a bad offer, though.
It's not.
I'm going to hide it. I want to see what's here. Dude, even though I like their defensive tackles, okay, I'm going to do something crazy. I don't like the running back room at all. I'm going to go ahead and pair Travion Henderson with I'm actually going to do this. I like Travion Henderson enough. 5'10", 202, 8.84 RAS. They have other needs on the roster, but this would make their running back room so explosive. I'm not a fan of Miles Sanders, or they did pick up a running back from Denver, Javonte Williams, but I'm not a massive fan of him either. Travion, I think, would pair so well with Ashton Genty, where it would take so much pressure off Dak. This is not a need after getting Ashton Genty, but I'm going to do it because I think that he's a second round grade. So
not only that, you got to think he also they lost Rico Dottle in free agency. So I mean that's a pretty smooth pickup. Both of those would actually be pretty decent, but I'm going to reject them both.
Yeah, they're 2026.
Like you said, I mean we're not building for next year. We're building for right now. Wow, Shamar Turner is someone I'm really interested in. I see someone I do like even more. Let's go ahead and get Jalen Hurts another weapon. Give me some Elijah Arroyo over from Miami. Nice. Great kid, 6'5", 250 pounds. Dallas Goedert, he's a great tight end, but this guy, he can stretch the field. He has very good speed, and really you saw what he could do when he has a quarterback like Cam Ward. Jalen Hurts kind of turned some heads last year. Is he the prototypical quarterback? No. But he did show that sometimes he can get the ball downfield. Let's just give him another weapon. Let's give him Elijah Arroyo.
Nice pick. You're up at 134 now. I don't have a fourth. I could have traded there, but there's just something special about getting two running backs that both look explosive. All right, you are up here. You've taken Ibuka. You got that edge rusher from Ohio State, and then you got a tight end. So you got a receiver and a tight end. Very
so
nice.
I'm going to bounce back over to defense real quick. I want to check out. It says I need to look at offensive guard, but I think we're all right there. Let me look at linebacker, please.
They did lose Mekhi Becton, but yeah. Besides that, they're pretty solid.
Yeah. All right, so I do like Danny Strutzman. Let me go back over to offense real quick. I want to just look at their guards situation because
there's a tackle Belton's here, and then
actually, yeah, no, Belton is legit. He is a really good offensive tackle. Go ahead and grab me him.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good pick. You could always maybe slide him.
Yeah, he's only 5 hours away from where I live. Actually, we do get North Carolina State games down here every once in a while.
So I went two running backs and a receiver. I need a guard. Help. They need help everywhere. Luke Candra's here. That might be who I go with. I'm going to look at, dude, Howard Cross being here. He's a little undersized, but I like him. It just sucks because they do need a defensive tackle, but they need an edge rusher. Jack Sawyer's here. What happened? Why did he fly down board so much?
I have no idea.
Okay, well, we're just gonna do that. I gotta find out why he fell down boards. Dude, he was like 30, he was like in the 30s or 40s.
Yeah, I won't have to actually read up on that. I'm kind of surprised about that.
So we'll just do that and take a chance. All right, you're up here at 161.
All right, let me see what my picks were so far. I got Belton, Arroyo, JT, and Ibuka. I'm gonna actually look at let me look at cornerback, actually. Let me look at cornerback.
Tommy Hill's here.
Tommy Hill. I was going to say, I do like Tommy Hill. Go and click up on him. He is kind of low-key really good, 3-year starter. And, of course, he played with Nebraska, so not many people are really going to know him because they're not quite the national power that they used to be back in the 90s and early 2000s. But he will come up and lay a pop on you. He will help out in run support. He's decent size, 6 foot, 213 pounds. He has some decent speed. He's not the fastest guy out there, but he'll keep up with most people. Go ahead and give me some Tommy Hill, and now round me out to the next pick because I was looking at what's ahead.
You have 2 more picks in a row, and then you got one more at 168. So you have 3 of the next 5 picks. You've gotten the receiver, tight end, tackle, edge, and a corner. Guard,
defensive tackle.
Ooh, defensive tackle. You got JJ Pughs, Riley Mills, Elijah Roberts, Simeon Barrow, and then Aeneas Peebles. Aeneas Peebles fell a little bit.
Let me go offense and check out guard.
And then at guard, you got Marcus Tate, Connor Colby, Tyler Cooper from Minnesota, Joshua Gray, and Willie Lampkin.
Okay, I do see one guy on there that I really do like. I think he will be there by the next time I pick. Well, I mean, hell, I pick after this pick too.
Pick whatever you like then.
Yeah. So let me go back over to defense, please, and let me look at defensive tackle again.
So Pughs, Mills, Roberts, Barrow, Peebles. And then Ty Robinson's right there too, and Cam Jackson.
I do like Ty Robinson. Let me go to safety real quick because I saw someone that is very athletic that I like, and that's Mykala
Moore. There you go. 5'11", 196, cover safety. Like it. 7 picks in 2024.
We have some definite issues in our secondary, so we got to really build up our defense a little bit. Go ahead and give me some more, please.
I like you said issues. The Eagles are this is your last 2 picks. You don't have any more after this, but you got this one and then one more in 3 picks.
Right.
So you got a tackle, you got an edge, you got receiver, tight end. It's saying you need a defensive tackle and a guard.
All right, let me go to defense now. Check out defensive tackle, and I'm looking
9.87 RAS, Ty Robinson.
Let me look at. I like that. My good buddy Pete from Midwest Madness. He was talking them up pretty good. Let me check out Peebles real quick.
7.02, 6 feet, 282.
Okay,
Undersized, interior presence known for pass rush ability. Strong striker.
so he's about my size.
Be
One,
24.
I know Roberts is kind of small. Give me Burrow real quick. Let me look at him.
Good
Oh,
RAS on Roberts at least.
yeah.
8.07. Barrow, 6'3", 290, no RAS. He had 3.5 sacks in 2023, 5.5 sacks in 2024, 13 tackles, 1 forced fumble. Pretty good.
Yeah. No, give me him. Give me Burrow.
Barrow. Okay, and then you are back up at 168, and this is your last pick. Did you want to see guard or do you want to see something on defense?
I want to see quarterback.
I like it. Dylan Gabriel, Kyle McCord, Cordis Rourke. Yeah, they don't really have a backup. So
No.
well, no,
So,
they still have Tanner McKee.
they do have Tanner McKee.
Who I know you love. That's what I
I
thought
do
of
like some
that.
Tanner McKee. What my picks again? No guard. Let me look at guard real quick, please.
You got Marcus Tate, Connor Colby.
Joshua Gray.
Ooh, all right. 6'5", 299, 9.56 RAS. Pretty
Yep.
good.
And look at the right here. If you look at that second sentence right there, he has average pass blocking production, having given up 25 pressures in the past 2 seasons as a starter. That is up against top-notch defensive tackles such as Kenneth Grant, Mason Graham, and a few other names that are picked in the first round. So I do like this guy right here. Go ahead and give me up.
That was Joshua Gray.
Joshua Gray.
All right. Now you're done. I got a lot of picks left. I have like a whole draft left.
Oh,
So
well, I'll go
170.
ahead and take a nap while you're doing this.
Jeez, dude. All right, I can't remember my picks. Okay, I took Genty, Harris, Henderson, Jack Sawyer. I'm up. I need quarterback's actually really interesting. Dylan Gabriel from Oregon. That's a little smaller.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of like the idea of taking a quarterback. I'm checking
Y'all need
Kyle
one.
McCord. 6'3", 218. Here we go. Poised packet passer. They do need one. I'm going to go with Kyle McCord here.
Yeah, no,
I think
I agree with that.
I think he's the pick. I don't want an undersized athletic dude, even though that's intriguing as well. Okay, so I got me running backs. I got me a quarterback. Now I'm going to get me some Nick Nash, 6'2", 303. I know he
Good
only had a
pick.
6.61 RAS, but it gives me another receiver. Let's fix this offense. Yes, I have holes on defense, but they've got a lot of stuff to fix on offense. So now I need to go land me a guard if there is one. Corner Colby's here. 9.68 RAS, 6'5", 309. I'm going to nab me a guard. Like I said, I'm going offense this draft for the Cowboys. Now I'm up at 211. No guards there. I'm going to look at offense. It's a couple running backs. There's a
So Isaac
safety
is
that's
basically say defense be damned.
pretty
You
much
could score 40 points on me all you want. I'm scoring 41.
exactly 6'2", 186. I'm gonna take a cornerback now. I'll hit a little defense, but I want to. I like the positional values with Nick Nash,
Yeah, no, I agree.
and gotta get. Yeah, I could have focused defense here, but you know what? 41 points.
No, you're leading that team. Go ahead, Jerry Jones.
This is more realistic. This is what Jerry Jones would do. I almost want to take this running back and get a third one, but I
He's
won't do
huge,
it.
dude.
I won't do it. Nazir Stackhouse is here. I love this kid. He only had a 6 RAS, but let's go ahead and get us a space eater inside. And then I got one more pick.
Take up them double blocks.
Exactly. I think I'm going to go ahead and take Cody Simon. I know it says they need a cornerback. I got one already. I like this linebacker from Ohio State. All right. So I got Ashton Genty, running back from Boise State. Receiver Trey Harris from Ole Miss. And then I doubled down at running back. Got Travion Henderson, running back from Ohio State. Took Jack Sawyer, edge rusher from Ohio State. So 2 Ohio State guys in a row. Then I went Kyle McCord, quarterback from Syracuse. Doubled down at receiver with Nick Nash from San Jose State. Went guard, Connor Colby from Iowa. So 6 of my first 7 picks were offense. Then I went all defense. Frazier, the cornerback from UTSA, Nazir Stackhouse from Georgia, and then Cody Simon from Ohio State. So I got 3 Buckeyes.
Yeah. And the interesting thing about his draft is that every single one of those players was not alive when the Dallas Cowboys last won the Super Bowl. Cowboy fans.
Exactly. And I was like, you know what? Yes, they've been able to score points, but you got to get some certainty behind Dak. You got to get a running game. I probably should have offensive line more, but I like some of the positional players that were available. So it
I
is what
think
it is.
also at the same time, people are really flexing on that offensive line and how it did this past season because let's be real, they were actually really good. And I mean, you look at well, they weren't good, but they were rookies. Two of the people starting on the offensive line, they were rookies. So they got another year under the belt. Again, that season, they'll be all right. So, and the
And
fact that you got two explosive running backs. I mean, I think that's really just the real deal right there because it takes a little pressure off Dak. Maybe he won't throw as many picks.
and they didn't have any weapons outside CeeDee Lamb. So then I went and
Mm-hmm.
got Trey Harris, fixed the running back room, and hit Nick Nash later, which could end up being better than any of the other receivers they have on their roster. And Tolbert can maybe flex in as a third receiver, and if he's not one, I think Nick Nash could steal that job in this scenario. And with Trey Harris being the number two, which I think is perfect for him. He doesn't have to step in to be a number one. He's got CeeDee Lamb. That'd be an easy situation for him to produce because there's so much attention on Lamb. So I'm hoping that works out. I think Trey Harris was a good pickup there. I like what you did with receiver here too.
Yeah. Emeka Ibuka at 32 is just a criminal type offense because I think that really and truthfully he could potentially be, in my personal opinion, just as good as Burden or Ted
Mhm.
McMillan because he just has some injury history. That's why a lot of people are kind of shying away from him a little bit. But dude catches everything, and he's one of the fastest players in the draft. JT, his teammate, really good, consistent performer for the Ohio State Buckeyes the last couple of years. Gives me another edge rusher. Parsons just needs not Parsons. I keep thinking I'm on Dallas. We just need another edge rusher in Philly. It's just they didn't really have many sacks. Jalen Carter was their number one sack guy with 6.5. We want that number to go up a little bit higher next year. Let's get it done. Elijah Arroyo is more of a Swiss Army knife that I would really like us to have behind Dallas Gollard. He can split out wide. He has the speed to be able to go in the slot every now and then. But also, I got Ibuka. I mean, it's embarrassment of wealth on for my team right at this moment. Anthony Belton, he could probably stay on the outside and you can move one of the tackles inside. That's the way that I look at it. He could probably play guard as well. I think that's a really good pick. Tommy Hill and my Lockheed Moore. I just wanted to bounce out the back end of that defense. Darius Slay, I believe, left in free agency.
He
So
did.
uh, I think that this will actually help out the back end a little bit. You get a little bit younger, a little more athletic, and you already got Kenyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean back there. Let's get set for the next 5 to 10 years. Simeon Barrow, kind of not quite as big as Davis, but he can still stuff the run, and that's what I want. And Joshua Gray is a vastly underrated guard from Oregon State. So,
Like it, dude. Good stuff. All
thank
right,
you.
guys. You got to give us some draft grades. I had a lot of fun there going running back, but for a team that actually needs it is kind of fun. A team that weirdly also needs receiver. I'm not big on the Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders combo. I think that is not a combo to be scared of.
Mhm.
So I think Asham Genty and Travion Henderson is a duo to be scared of.
Yeah, I
So,
like
and
that.
I like your Buka pick. Get somebody in there behind Devonta Smith because they didn't have, even though they got Dotson, they're still lacking that third receiver.
They
So,
are.
and that's a slick pickup. Rich got richer. The Cowboys made an interesting draft that might help to start bridge the gap, but they've got a lot of holes. But you guys got to let us know who won this mock draft. We'll have more coming this week. We're taking a week off from live shows, but go like and subscribe to the channel, and see you guys again soon.
All right, guys. Y'all take it easy.